Greetings, everyone. I'm What Hamster.
And I'm Suspicious Dish, and I'm gonna try and be less of a cynical asshole this time.
Indeed, indeed. So, this time I'm going to be doing something a little bit more differently. I will be using the dual swords. And mainly the reason why I have promised to do that is because early on I promised to use dual swords against the Plesioth. And I'll explain in a little bit why I kind of feel guilty about it. But yeah, the upside to this dual sword is that it has a lot of high base damage for dual swords, but it barely has any sharpness, and that will be a little bit of a problem when I get down to it. So in this mission, we will be fighting a Plesioth and a Monoblos, and therein lies the reason why I kind of feel like I've been cheating a little.
Come on, I know it's hard for you, spit it out.
No. I was just reading the actual mission text. That's what kind of got distracted me. Because like, oh, well, I'm at the mission text now. I'm like, maybe I'll say something witty about the never mind.
Sorry, I thought you would bring back repressed memories or something. Okay, so we got a hot drink, cold drink, doing all that fun stuff, and
yeah,
armor
buffing up.
skin. That's disturbingly named.
Well, you get defense buff from it.
Like drinking skin of a random monster you killed or something?
No, actually, it's from a seed. Basically, you plant them and you plant the seeds in your farm, and then you grow stuff, and then you can use it for a potion.
There's a farm in this game?
Yes, there's a farm in this game.
There's a farm in this game?
Yes, I mentioned this last video too.
No, you didn't.
Pretty sure I did.
No, you didn't.
Either way, yeah, there's a farm. Basically, you. Noah, I did mention it the last time because remember the whole thing about cats running the farm, and then you went on with the watermelon pig and.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, now I remember.
Short-term memory. He's got the memory of a Plesioth.
What? That's supposed to be an insult?
Yes. A very bad and thinly veiled one. Yeah. I'm doing a 2-monster fight, so this Plesioth only has half health, compared to if I was just fighting a regular Plesioth by itself. But I don't exactly have that luxury, and I wasn't wasn't gonna do it on the green Plesioth mission. You remember that fight with the 2 green Plesioths and?
No, I don't think I do.
Memory of a Plesioth.
Sure, why not? Okay. Jesus, those are supposed to be swords?
Well, more like sickles.
Yeah, they're not swords.
No, it's
not
just that they.
So,
it is the dual sword.
What is it?
My strategy is charge my weapons up with the charge up attack, and basically trap him, whittle away at his feet till he dies.
I assume putting down a trap will stun him so he can't do his cheap hitbox invisible thing move. Jesus, he's shooting like a laser at you. Look at that.
Yeah, the high pressurized water mixed with air.
It's water?
Water and air. It's actually one of his.
Okay then.
If you don't have the right arm.
Okay.
Well, yeah, I actually managed to dodge out of that. But if you have the wrong armor on that is weak towards water, he can almost one-shot you with that water beam attack. And you still can't get over those jumping animations.
That's great. This is great. Look at that guy. Look at him.
Well, they had to make everything work on the PS2, I guess.
Isn't this a PSP game?
Well, it started out as a PS2 game, then they ported it over to PSP.
Okay. Sure, why not?
And basically with the PSP, they also released a new version of the PS2 version. Because the PSP got more stuff in it, and then they were like, well, we also gotta have that for the PS2, so all the PS2 people don't complain. So then they re-released their game
they added
with
new
an
stuff,
expansion.
but they didn't add not terrible animations.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
They also use these for the PC. Basically there's like a MMO called Monster Hunter Frontier, and they have all these monsters with the exact same
belly
animation.
flopping on your cat?
Yeah, basically they belly flop on the ground, and then they just sort of swim or shimmy or whatever along the ground, try to get you. But he was going for the cat, and he died. And this is kind of, yeah, this is kind of why I was feeling that I cheated the game, and even like while I was doing like the live commentary for the live commentary version, I was surprised that he died that fast. And then I started feeling guilty afterwards, like, oh shit, I just cheesed this, didn't I?
Okay, so that was that mission. I'm Suspicious Dish, and you are Weather, and we'll see you next time, right?
No, because we still have a Monoblos left.
We still have, what? 14,
yeah. So
53 minutes left.
Yeah, so the reason why I'm gonna end up struggling with the Monoblos is because I'd have to say, a little too focused on trying to cut the tail and trying to break the horn when I shouldn't be. That was a huge... I could have saved so much time by not going for the tail and the head, and plus I have no practice at this point with the dual swords.
What can you go for besides the tail and the head? Like the legs? Would you say like the legs would be faster?
Yeah, the legs would be faster because well, it's not where I'd be doing the most damage, but I'd be tripping the monster over and over again. And tripping means they'll be just lying prone for a few seconds, giving me some free hits. Of course, when... yeah, hitboxes.
Yeah. Not sure.
But I don't mind that the hitboxes are a little janky on this pillar here, because there are places that look like they're perfectly fine, like a flat wall behind you, and they cannot get stuck on this wall because the hitboxes aren't as smooth as the wall. But for some reason, this rounded pillar here, they can get stuck on even if they're not really stuck on it. So I can't complain about free hits.
Wait, they were stuck on that?
Yeah.
How?
This type of monster are, well, basically they have a temper problem, and they're kind of like a bull. If you get them pissed, they'll charge at you, charge at anything that they're angry at. And, well, in this case, they have a big horn, and they're very strong, so they have a tendency to get their horn smashed and stuff, and get their horn broken off.
Does something get smashed off in this fight, or? I mean, do they lose their horn or something?
Yeah, you can actually chop the horn off. And you can also chop off the... like, I think I would like to say a third of the tail off.
Wait, so he's stuck in that pillar right now?
Yeah.
And there's just rocks appearing from nowhere because they don't know
because
how to
he's supposed to be stuck in the actual pillar model, but something happens, so he teleports a few inches to the side where there's no pillar.
Gotcha.
Another issue that I also have with this fight is the fact that I only have up to green sharpness, and you'll basically be bouncing a lot off of him, so not quite the best dual swords I could have chosen. Probably something with blue sharpness would have been decent, but I think I need white sharpness to even cut through most of his anything that isn't his head, his feet, or his tail.
Just really whacking on him there. Seriously.
Well, it's what you gotta do.
He has half health, right?
Yeah, he has half health, but I suck at fighting this type of monster with this weapon. let's face it, I suck at using dual swords together. The only weapons I really have any practice with is the hammer, and I'm not that good at the hammer, and lance weaponry, which I'm actually pretty decent at. But,
so did we just teleport from like a cliffside area, or
jump cut
or what?
Jump cut. Basically, it'd basically be going that quickly with if I just let it zone like that. It'll just there's no fade in or fade outs when you go from zone to zone regularly. You just like instantly here's the map.
Hello. That's a flamboyant.
That's the Genprey
Dinosaur thing.
They paralyze you. They're basically big jerks.
Jesus. Like,
they will jump you from out of nowhere, and they won't deal very much damage, but they'll paralyze you, and the monster will just stomp on you.
It was great. You had like 12 colors on him, and you see that little hand animation go like, "Hello, I have a thing." Jeez.
They're actually very annoying.
And now I'm dead. I am the greatest monster ever.
You should see when you slice them in half.
Why should I see that?
You can actually literally slice them in half, and then you get no carbs off of them because you slice them in half.
What just happened there? Was he stunned while half in the ground or something?
Basically what they do is they dig under the ground and do their little under the sand charge thing and try to get up from under you. But while they're up under the sand, they're susceptible to sonic attacks, which is why I have a sonic bomb.
Okay.
And that scares them out of the ground, and then they get kind of like half stuck in the sand, half stuck out of it. So many attacks that have been wasted on trying to attack the tails or the head. I can't use sonic bombs when they're enraged, though. When they're too angry to be scared.
I forget, is there an enemy health bar anywhere? Or?
No, there's not. The only way you can get the enemy health on the screen is, I think, through PSP hacks.
I think you told me that before, but I just don't remember anything about this game. Because why would I?
Oh, it's also been like 2-3 weeks since we last did some recording, or more. I can't remember. Like I have been busy with Xenoblade and Mass Effect 3 and a couple of other things. And I apologize for that ahead of time. Also, Mass Effect 3 sucks, just like every... Yes, I'm jumping on that bandwagon. But it's not the worst game I've ever played. I would say probably a 6 out of 10. That's the kindest I can deal with it.
This music really is obnoxious.
Yeah. I'm not a fan of this area's music.
I mean, it's good music, but
it
has like
the wind
thing,
instrument,
like that instrument, which like it's very noticeable when it loops. Like there's good instruments and good music for loops, and there's loops that are like 5 seconds long, and they just annoy the shit out of you after 2 minutes of them. That's this loop.
Yeah, but it's not that big of a problem when you're playing the game because you're more focused on the actual playing the game.
Are there any audio cues in this game, by the way?
Audio cues? There are actually a few, yeah. But they're mostly visual. Which is another thing that actually...
What?
Which, that's actually... Well, most of the cues are visual, as in, like, you can see that they're, like... Maybe, like, let's just say they're gonna do their super attack, and before they do their super attack, they take 2 steps backwards.
Right,
which is like...
Most of the audio cues are visual, so I'm confused.
Oh, sorry. What I meant to say was just that most of the cues are visual, but there are a few audio cues.
Okay. Yay, pronouns. You guys are great.
I'm terrible with words. I jumble and mix things up when I shouldn't.
It wasn't your fault. It's the pronouns' fault. Blame them.
I just thought you said they were great. Is there some sort of is there something going on with pronouns in you?
Me? No.
Anybody should know
We're
about?
fine. Don't worry about us.
Okay.
You just keep your heads on. I'm gonna be
And
okay.
I chop the tail off.
Got it?
And you can carve the tail. But since it's a epic mission, as they call them. Also, I just broke the horn right now. But since it's what they call an epic mission, you actually get health items and food items from carves, and you don't get any actual monster item carves for armors and weapons.
Where are we running to? Oh,
I'm chasing him down.
Oh, I thought that was going to be like a fade cut, but nope.
No.
Here's the jump cut.
No, that's not even a jump cut. It's like in the next area.
No indication of the level switch load. It's really weird. Sort of like
no, the indication is the map that pops up.
Wow, look at that shadow.
Yep. It's not a very good shadow.
That's great. Oh,
and the cats are stealing my stuff. I have to punish the cats.
I thought the cats were your friends. They help you farm.
Not Maylynxes. Maylynxes steal your shit.
Not very nice of them.
No, they're actually really obnoxious. Oh, I stole your really valuable items. Well, doop-a-doo, I'm running off.
Oh, those cats need to learn some manners then. Seriously.
And there's even some places where you can't get your stuff back. Like, they steal your stuff, and if you let them run away, it's gone forever.
Is it down? Is it down for good? Is it... Oh,
no. No. I think people know it's not down for good considering the video length.
Well, I mean, the last video we had like 5 minutes of padding at the end. I don't remember what it was for, but you had something like that. And I was like, oh hey, it's not the end of the video.
Oh well, that's because I had to deliver the ticket. The epic missions,
okay.
You kill your monsters and then it's done. And the previous video, you kill 2, and then items will appear in the item box. One of them where you can finish the mission with. But you can still keep killing more monsters, but they just keep getting harder and harder.
Okay.
But in this mission, it's called an epic mission, where you just get health items instead of regular items. I honestly don't like that very much. I like my loots. Nope, didn't manage to dodge it.
Who composed the music for this game?
I'm not sure. I don't know who the composer is. I never actually I never actually thought about looking it up. Just because music doesn't strike me as anything I'd want to listen to outside of the game.
Right. I mean, I just hit mute my video because it was getting on my nerves. I don't know why. It's just like...
I have my video on very low, so I don't really hear it very much anyways.
Just terrible music. Sorry about writing, but...
Sorry about writing?
Ratting thing.
Oh. Yeah, no, that's okay.
Words.
I know Imald really loves this level's music. Like, no, the desert music sucks.
Did that just guy go from like a flying up animation to a standing animation with no transition?
No, there's a transition.
Okay.
But that being said, the animations of course aren't the best. I'm sure if they were making a say PS3 only, they'd probably pay more attention to the animation. I know, like with the Wii game, Monster Hunter Tri, they actually paid a lot of attention to the animation.
Are there any non-terrible hitboxes in that game?
The hitboxes are so much better in that game, yes. But
that guy, he's being a that guy.
Yeah, no. What was I thinking? Yeah, no. They even added like jiggle physics to the monsters.
Hey, I want to fight you too. Come on, let's go. Oh, okay. I guess you're fighting that big guy.
Yeah. No, they actually added jiggle physics to the monsters, so like certain muscles will like sort of jiggle when they're like doing their attacks and so forth.
You know what? You can stop doing talking. I think you've done enough
what
for this mission. Okay.
And I accidentally rolled out of the area. That doesn't matter. I still win.
Not in my book.
Why do I not win your book? I killed them. All of them.
It's my book. Duh.
Well,
Don't
what
win
if
my
I
book.
doodle in your book? What if I doodle in your book?
No, that doesn't work either.
I'll do your face and then draw a mustache on it, and then I'll call you Distachio.
Look at that
Also,
animation. It just like flies backwards and explodes in midair.
Well, I chopped him in half.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just make a game filled with these guys.
No, I hate Genprei. They're jerks, every single one of them, and it's really hard to catch up to if you're using the wrong
They're
weapons.
Look at that. He's like, hey! It's the greatest. These enemies look amazing.
Well, I don't know. That's kind of why I also drew Gendrome as my avatar.
What is going on with your cat?
You mean the whole little victory dance thing he's doing?
Yes.
He's doing a victory dance.
Not sure that counts as a dance, but whatever.
Well, cats have never really been the smartest. And barely any Plesioth parts, considering that was like, I don't know.
That was like 3 seconds of the mission, though. So.
Yeah. Oh well. But we'll see you next time.
Bye.